So welcome everyone to our Talk About It Tuesday. And I am super, super pumped. Who is excited about this new incentive for Disney? Go ahead and type it in the chat box. Tell me how excited you are. And stuff. I am totally going for the top. Like, I love it. I cannot wait. Amy is super excited. So you all know, I'm assuming that you're all informed and you all know that you can earn free products while you earn the $3,000 or $5,000 of free Disney gift cards. And that is through sponsoring and growing your team. I'm so excited. And tonight we're going to focus on that. That's going to be our main focus for this new Wishes Come True incentive and the Summer Essentials Kit too. Because not only do we have this amazing opportunity incentive for us to grow our teams, but we also have something amazing for them, and that's a $50 and a $99 kit, guys. That's amazing. I have never experienced anything like both of these things going on at once in all of my just over 5 years. And honestly, when I first enrolled, I had no intentions of even enrolling anyone else. I saw that 2 or 3% override on commission, and I was like, what? Why would I want 2 or 3% extra in my paycheck? Like, I'm not going for that. No way. I'll just take the whole 25% for myself, and I'll book my parties, and I'm good. No, thank you. But now, guys, like, that is how I'm a stay-at-home mom to my family. I am able to make my own schedule and grow my paycheck and empower all of these women. That is my favorite part, seeing them grow. And I know that it sounds cheesy that we say that we're empowering others and changing their lives, but tell me that I'm wrong, because I have not experienced being wrong in that. I love the fact that, you know, whether it's a $150 car payment or a monthly mortgage payment or paying off debt, we are empowering others to change their lives for the better. And what bigger way right now than to offer them this opportunity and the Wishes Come True incentive, because the minute that they sign up, they can offer this opportunity to others and earn a $100 Start Swell bonus for every single person that qualifies, every single one. So they can also enroll 6 people, help them get qualified, earn $600 in free stuff, and go to Disney for free, $5,000 worth. Tell me that's not exciting. I want to hear like chat box galore. Go ahead and type it out there and tell me how exciting that is. It is so amazing beyond, oh my gosh, there's like not even any words. So tonight, and I only saw 2 people type in the chat box. You guys gotta go type in there. Tell me how exciting that is. Crazy awesome, super exciting, it's amazing, I love it. Keep that chat box going tonight, guys. I love to see all of your excitement while I'm talking. I can multitask, I promise. So for me, how do you share that conversation with others? Who has never welcomed someone to their team before? Go ahead and type that in the chat box, because I would love to know. Who has never invited someone to their team before? Let me know that, because I want to know where you all are at in your businesses so that we can help you the best. I feel that recruiting happens in 3 parts. The conversation, the follow-up, and enrolling them. Of course, it not even comes close to ending there, but getting them into our family, those are the 3 parts. And tonight I want to focus on the most important part, in my opinion, which is the conversation. Having that conversation is so key. Getting in front of them, learning about them, and finding out why, if they decided to do this, would they continue doing this? Is it to support their family? Is it about these amazing products? Is it about girl time? You know, woohoo, girl time, it's so much fun. It wasn't about the products or the commission for me at first. I didn't think direct sales could do a single thing, and you guys might find that person too. Don't be discouraged by that person if they see this commission and they think, okay, I'm not sure about that. If they're not convinced, It's okay. Maybe they just want the girl time like I did. I wanted to be called Rachel instead of mommy, 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 mommy. My kids were 1 and 3 years old. And I loved the fact that I could go into a room of women, have a mimosa or a glass of wine, and be called by my first name. That was amazing to me. And I grew friendships at the same time. So how are you going to have these conversations? The conversation can happen in an unlimited amount of places and ways, but my favorite place is at the party, whether it's home or online. Home line, you like how I did that? I kind of combined them all into one. It can be one, it can be both, but whether it's an in-home party, on the go, online, a fundraiser, whatever, the party is my favorite place. Why do you think that is? Comment and tell me why you think the party is my favorite place to have this conversation. Da-na-na-na-na-na-na. That's okay, Laura. We love you anyways. So Siobhan has not recruited anyone else. Ooh, Andrea, I love it because you get to eat brownies and meet people. Rhonda, because they're already excited about the products, and Krista, you just you just showed them how easy it is. So all of those things, maybe brownies are number one, Andrea. I do love to cheat and go have chocolate at parties, I'm not going to lie. But, and I can show them how they can also have chocolate that other people make, right? But honestly, the party is because you have an engaged audience. Guys, we didn't drag them there. We didn't have to bribe them to get there. They walked through their friend's door and they wanted to hear you and have some fun. So you have an engaged audience by having a party. And if you're having fun online too, whether you're having a Facebook party and everyone's chatting, they're in their pajamas having a glass of wine and their kids are asleep, hopefully. Megan, right? Hopefully. I know her kids are always running around like crazy when she has a catalog Facebook party. But whether or not they're at a home or an online party, they're having fun, they're engaged, and they're getting a little bit spoiled. They don't have their kids with them necessarily, and it's fun. Those are my favorite people to talk to about the opportunity because they are having fun, and so am I. When you're having fun too, you're also easier to talk to. So what does that conversation look like at the party? It looks like this. Have you ever thought about doing what I do? That's it. Have you ever thought about doing this? Wow, you're really great with people. You knew a lot about the large utility tote. You must have like 17. How would you like to get another one? Have you ever thought about doing this? Give them a compliment, share with them your excitement, and ask them, have you ever thought about doing what I do? It does not have to be any more complicated than that. You've got an engaged audience. They already like you. They already like their hostess. They already like the products. And just because someone might have a blank order form doesn't mean that they don't. That might mean that they may need this more than anyone else in the entire room. I see that you were having so much fun at the party, but you know, you're not ordering anything, and that's totally fine. We're here to have a girls' night. We're not here even to shop. I could care less if you buy anything. But how would you like to talk more about what I do? Because I saw that you loved lots of products, and maybe we can earn you those for free and make some commission. That is the person in the room that you want to talk to too. Don't prejudge. So those conversations at the party, I feel, are the easiest. If you are treating this like a job, and let me see if I have an order form, then you are checking them out, and you all know how to do a party. Most of you do. If you don't, talk to us afterwards. But at the party, you've got this awesome tool, so simple, the order form. So on here, it has you ask them, would you like to host a party? Would you like to become a consultant? Would you like to receive emails or share the name of someone that you know that might love this? If you are literally treating this like a job, put your CEO hat on, then you're going to ask them those questions. Have you ever thought about doing what I do? Oh, no? Oh, that's all right. If you do, let me know of someone, you know, if you might know someone that does love this and might love it at some point. So would you like to share the name of someone that you know that would love to do this? Or we can just have a party, no big deal. And then you're starting them off with joining your team and ending with having a party. And guys, some of those people are going to be glad to be off the hook by not joining your team, that they're going to be like, oh, yeah, I'll have a party. Sign me up for that, which is so fun. All right, the next thing, the second place that I love to have the conversation is out and about. So whether you're at networking events through the Chamber of Commerce, meetup.com, your kid's school, the grocery store, the gym, I can go on and on and on and on. Wherever you guys go between the time you wake up to the time that you go to bed, you are most likely bumping into other human beings, right? And that is a great place to have the conversation too. And I have a challenge for you with that. So whether you can do, you've got like 3 bracelets or hair bands or whatever, put them on one side of your wrist. And during the day, challenge yourself to have 3 conversations out and about. So when you do have that conversation, you take one and say, yay, woohoo, text your director, your sponsor, whatever, and tell them you had a conversation. And then the next conversation you have, go ahead and put that on the other wrist. That is how you can stay consistent, especially if you're nervous and if you've never done this before, you've never asked anyone to join your team of any shape or size. Doing that simple visual is really going to help you out and about. So what does that conversation look like out and about? It's not going to be, have you ever thought about doing what I do, right? Why wouldn't it be, have you ever thought about doing what I do when you're meeting someone at the gym or at the soccer field or in the grocery store? That's because you're going to sound really salesy, right? Then you're not having your smart CEO hat on. You're sounding really salesy and pushy. So what you're going to do instead is you're going to say, oh my gosh, I love your pink construction hat. Because see, Andrea has her pink construction hat on. I love your pink construction hat. Where did you get that? I'm a sucker for adorable accessories, right? And she's going to say, oh, I just got it at Target. Oh, it was $1. It was on the dollar bin. I loved it. And I'm going to say, oh my gosh, I love a great deal. I'm kind of obsessed with them. I love, have you ever heard of 31 before? We have deals every single month. And she's going to say, oh my gosh, no, I've never heard of that before. Or yeah, I have. And if she says, oh my gosh, no, I'm going to say, oh girl, that's not okay. Like we need to get you in like hooked up. And give her your business card or give her your mini catalog. Or to be less salesy, say, you know what, why don't I just text you really quick? I'll text you my website and we can just chat. That's easier, right? You guys think that's a little bit easier than saying, oh, here's my information? That way you're sure not to scare her away. You're being genuine. You're being true to yourself and to your children that are like pulling at your legs at the same time. And you're getting her information. You're just going to say, oh my gosh, I can't believe that you've never heard of this before. I got to send you this because that's awesome. She just shared with you about this awesome pink hat at the dollar bin at Target. You're going to share something awesome with her too. That's just the way that girlfriends work. You know what I mean? So it doesn't matter if you're at the grocery store or the gym or whatever, or compliment her purse or compliment her hair or compliment her adorable kids or ask how old her baby is in the stroller. However you decide to compliment her, you can tie it back to what you do. If you can't, then you can say something like, oh my gosh, I gotta go. My kids are running down the aisles, but I would love to chat more. This is an awesome conversation. Do you mind if we swap numbers? And do that instead. All right. And then, of course, if you're out and about at networking events, then it is totally fine to talk about your business directly. So kids' school, grocery store, gym, be more generic with your conversation. You've probably never met them before. And just share your love and your passion. Let that shine through first. If you're at a networking event or Chamber of Commerce or meetup.com and you're truly there to generate leads, you need to lead with your 31-second commercial. You need to tell them who you are, and don't be shy or afraid of that, because that is the badge that you wear. You're there representing 31. And you need to say, hi, I'm Rachel. I'm a 31 consultant. I empower women, and we sell these adorable bags and organizing products. Have you ever heard of us before? And they're going to say yes or no. And I'm like right on cue because I just went to a speed networking meeting this morning with my Chamber of Commerce. So that's exactly what I said, and people said yes, no, or maybe, kind of, my wife might have that. And then I led from there. And I told every single person that we had this brand new Wishes, I just forgot the name of it off the top of my head, but this Disney incentive to earn $3,000 or $5,000 in free Disney credits. and with just a $99 or $50 kit. And I'm just beyond shocked, and I'm so excited to share that with you guys today. And everyone was like, oh, wow, thank you, Carrie, wishes come true. So I led with that. And because I led with that, I got a booking, and I talked to 10 people. I got a booking, I sold a Benjamin wallet, and I sold these earrings because I was wearing them, and someone did my move and complimented me. And so I turned it back on her, and I said, oh yeah, I sell these. Can I order one for you? So she loved it. So lead with that when you are networking. And then the third is making a list and reaching out genuinely. So who has their who do you know list filled out? Who knows what a who do you know list is? Does everybody know what that is? Yeah? All right, so tell me, who has their who do you know list filled out? I'm going to call you out real quick. Anybody? Laura, halfway. All right, so guys, not going to lie, who do you know list, it works. It works. So I have a follow-up binder. I have my dream board on the front. I feel like having this, first of all, fun is number one for me. Number one is my fun and my family. I love them. I have a list of 10, but not who do you know. Carrie, I think we need to fill out new. Yes, that's true. So even if you have a who do you know list, print out a new one. And in fact, print out the new, the one that's on TOT called Share the Opportunity. This one, and look I don't have mine filled out either. I'm bad too. I called you out and I didn't have mine filled out. So Share the Opportunity. Print this one out and you can write down, brainstorming, you can write down a list. We give our hostesses the hostess contact list to fill out when she has a party for us because we want to know who her guests are. So challenge yourself to the same thing and fill out this list so that you know who to contact. So here's my who do you know list for having parties and whatnot. I've got pages upon pages upon pages. And that is because I talk to a lot of people, and if it is not written down, it's in one ear and out the other. Is anybody like me? Are you guys like me where literally if it's not written down, it does not even exist? For me, that is who I am to a T. And you can ask my husband. Like, he tells me things on the grocery shopping list, and I come home with nothing that he asked if it's not written down. So write them down. If you don't find the who do you know list super handy, then get a cute notebook and write down people's names in the notebook. This is what I use for my networking events. So I do network often, and people give you business cards, right? I've got a stack of them from my meeting that I just went to this morning. So I write down on the top who organized the event and the date, and then I tape in these business cards to my paper. And then I write on the back how I know that person. That one didn't have it. But I make notes, and I put business cards in a notebook so that I can follow up with people. When you're out and about, sometimes people are going to give you a business card anyways, right? So if you meet them out and about at the grocery store or at the bank or whatever, if you tell them, hey, I'll just email you my customer specials, if you've heard of 31 and don't have a consultant, then sometimes they're going to give you a business card. So you can have a notebook and you can keep a running tab of people that you can contact. That's fine too. And then I have talked so fast, but I want to leave you guys time to ask me questions too. So I'm going to end with a quote, and then I'm going to go ahead and let you guys ask me any questions that you have for me. Everything that you've ever wanted is on the other side of fear. And I really believe that. I was so afraid at the beginning of this journey. I was afraid to talk to people. I was afraid to share the opportunity. I was afraid that I would sound salesy. I was afraid that by booking a party with my friends that they would think differently of me. But as soon as I decided, I don't mean like, all right, yeah, I'll give this a try. I mean putting executive director on my dream board and putting that I want to make $60,252 a year. When I put that on my dream board, I decided, I shared that with my husband. I look at this every single day, and I decided. And guys, because I decided, I've almost tripled my paycheck from like 15 months ago. That is crazy. And I've had empty calendars too. I've missed incentives and freebies, but we're not going to let this slip through our fingers, guys. We need to make a pact tonight. If you want to earn that $3,000 or $5,000 Disney incentive, you are going to do it, but you need to decide. You need to decide that everything that you want is on the other side of fear. And yeah, it's a little scary. You don't know if they're going to say no or yes. I can promise you this, you are going to get no's, so you can take that fear right aside. But we are going to do this, and we're going to do it together, and we're going to change lives in the process. This is not just about earning this trip for our family. This is about empowering the people that are put in front of us for a reason, and we're giving them this gift. And it's not a gift of the great value of the kit, you know, $450 of stuff for $99. It's a gift for their family and their car payment and their mortgage and their peace of mind. Maybe they can send their kids to summer camp this summer because they have an extra few $100s. Maybe they can put tires on their car. Maybe they can buy a house down the road. We can't decide for them though, and no prejudging. Because I tell you what, no one ever asked me to enroll. I wasn't at the time or place to sign up. I didn't have $99 when I signed up. I decided I was going to be a kidnapper, and I spent the money anyways, and it just worked out. And sometimes things do just work out, but no one ever asked me because everyone assumed that I was broke. I didn't have money for this. Who was I to do this? And we can't decide that for them. Just offer it, and you will get your goals, and you will reach this Disney incentive, and you'll change someone's life in the process. So what questions do you guys have? And you can either unmute yourselves or type in the chat box, whatever you feel more comfortable with. Don't everyone talk at once. And I know I talked fast, and I'm sorry, but I wanted to get everything in such a short period of time and be respectful of your minutes. I know they're precious. Do I set up opportunity events on Facebook? Amazing question, Amy. Yes, I do. So I am about to do my third one ever. My first one was actually on my own for my own recruits. And this one I'm doing tomorrow night is actually for my my entire Gen Zero, which is my personally enrolled consultants. And I invited them to invite all of their friends and family that they think will be interested too. And I think that that is an amazing tool, and it can be. I just unmuted you all. If you need to mute yourselves back again, loud kids, that's okay. So I do opportunity events. So Andrea, what's the secret to my success? There's no secret, guys. I ask a lot. I ask people to book parties. I ask people to join my team, and I just love what I do. Maybe I'll mute you. And you guys can unmute yourselves. All right, so what other questions do you have? And I know saying that I don't have a secret and then I just ask sounds cheesy, but when I set that goal for really changing my family's lives, that's what becoming an executive director means to me. It becomes a non-negotiable. Carrie Wilkerson is amazingly inspirational. If you guys haven't heard from her, you're going to hear from her on stage at National Conference. And she's been supporting the leadership team on our directors pages. And I soak in and I follow her blog and everything. And she has just inspired me so much because we can do things that we don't think that we could have done before. Andrea, when do I sleep? I actually am really bad without sleep. So I do go to sleep by like 10 o'clock. And if I don't get enough sleep, I go back to sleep during the day. I do take naps. When is the most productive time of my day? Right away in the morning. I get most of my stuff done right away in the morning. I am really strict about not doing work while my kids are home. So I work from 9 till 1:30ish, and then I will answer questions and things in between, but I don't do calls and bookings and hostess coaching outside of that time. So the opportunity event, how do I go about it? So I make it sound like they're literally right in front of me. So you know how when you invite people to an event and you invite like 400 people and no one ever responds or comments? I don't do that. I do the opposite of that. I invite 10 to 15 people and I message them all and tell them that, hey, Amy, I know that you've been a customer of mine or a hostess of mine and you're familiar with what I do. I created this event so that you can learn more about what I do as a consultant. And if you decide it's for you, then that would be so amazing. I'd love to start you off with a journey. But if you know of someone, even if you can just take this opportunity to learn more about what I do, and if you're inspired to share this with someone, that would mean so much to me. And that's how I approach it. And then on the events, I post a little bit about me, how I started 31, kind of like as a party, like the things that you would talk about as at a party. And then the script throughout the night, it's a 31-minute quick Facebook event. And what I do basically is share, I wish I could really kind of think. Let me see if I can bring it up real quick and I'll give you a really quick rundown of what I do. I've got it on Sent Share. What other questions do we have, though, while I'm doing that? You can't hear me, Megan? Am I muted? Can you guys all hear me? You can hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you, Rachel.
Okay.
And I think it was Krista, you asked about the opportunity thing. The leaders, that's actually something we worked on today. So several of us are going to be doing those in the near future. So we're just kind of ironing out the plans, ladies. So.
Okay. So stay in tune with your directors, with Carrie, Andrea, Lori, and Jen, because they'll be working on that too with you. Oh, you can hear me now. Good. Any other questions? Now, I want to go back really quick to the fact that my favorite place is having conversations at the party. How many of you have bookings for April, and how many do you have? Go ahead and comment in the chat box, whether they are home parties or online or whatnot. 4, 2, yay, 2. Not as much as I'd like to. 4. All right, so you guys all have like between 2 and 4. That's awesome. So what are your goals? So you all have about that many right now. So what's your goal to have for parties by the end of this month? To recruit. Elizabeth, awesome. Ditto. Laura wants 1 online a week and 2 in-homes. That's your awesome goal.
And I'll chime in too, ladies. I think a lot of times when we're making these calls to be excited about this Mickey incentive that we want to get all of our friends on board with, because we want to earn it for ourselves, yes, but we also know, ladies, that we want to help earn this too. You know, if they say no to the opportunity, then that's when I'm going to book a party with them, just like how Rachel said earlier. So if you start off with the booking conversation, you'll add more parties just by making those enrollment calls and then ending up booking parties in the process.
Yeah, it's so amazing. Sorry, I'm kind of stuffed up. It's so amazing how that happens kind of by accident, right, Carrie? It's like we scared them into booking a party by starting off with the recruiting. Lead strong, under promise and over deliver, right? When I worked in my resort management career, we had that right up on the whiteboard. Under promise and over deliver. So the under promising is, all right, come on, who wants to sell this stuff? And then everyone's like, oh my gosh, I hope I can get away with just having a party. You know, you kind of almost want to do that. And it's really exciting when that happens too. So I love all of your goals. Keep goal setting. Make that as a visual too. If you can fill out that list of 62, that's your challenge. Sorry, your who do you know list, or even just write a list in a notebook. you guys definitely need to do that. That is so important. Make a list, set your goals for your parties, and then write them down. For me, it's in the beginning of my planner. This is May. It's empty right now. But I do 3 goals. I do one for how many parties I want to book and my personal volume that I want to have. One for my recruiting for myself and my team. And then my team sales, because I do have a team. But you guys definitely want to write down your goals, because when you write it down and when you tell yourself that's what you're going to do, you're going to do it. Like, there's no option anymore. When you don't tell anybody and you don't write it down and then it doesn't happen, it's like, all right, well, it wasn't even official anyways. I didn't actually even plan to do that, so no big deal. Anyone ever been there before? Because I have. I used to do that to myself all the time. We're giving ourselves an excuse to fail. Stop giving yourself an excuse to fail. You know? I mean, it sounds silly, and now maybe that I said it out loud, you guys will do that. But I challenge you to stop giving yourself an excuse to fail by not writing it down. Write it down and tell someone. It can be your dog. I don't care who you tell. Tell someone. If you're feeling really brave, tell the person that sponsored you, or tell your director. Tell her how many parties you want to have, and tell her how many recruits you want to have. That gets us excited and proud of you, and we want to help you. And if you are getting discouraged, tell us that. And if you're getting these conversations, tell us that. Or tell your husband, or tell your best friend, or tell your mom. Tell whoever you want to tell. But don't give yourselves an excuse to fail by not writing it down. I used to do that all the time, and then it wasn't a big deal. What if I had no sales that month? No big deal. I didn't have a goal anyways. So stop giving yourselves an excuse not to succeed. You guys are going to be successful. You're going to all earn this Disney incentive. I know it. Have these conversations. Write down, put bracelets on your hand and switch them to each wrist. You guys all heard me say that, right? So when you accidentally bump into someone with a stroller, put it on the other wrist. You had a conversation. Oh, your baby's so cute. How old is she? Oh, my kids are little too. I'm a stay-at-home mom with 31. Have you ever heard of it? There's a conversation. If you bump into someone at the YMCA, you know, in the lockers and you're changing, and you say, oh, that's a great bag. I love how your towel just fits in there so good. I'm kind of bag obsessed. I'm a 31 consultant. Have you heard of it? There's a conversation. Your next conversation is at parent pickup. Sorry if you guys aren't moms. I am, so that's all that comes through my mind for examples. But if you're at parent pickup and someone's kid is home sick and you see them in the pickup line, this happened to me today, that's why I'm using the example. You say, oh, how is she today? Is she feeling better? And they say, oh, I don't know, but I'm going to have to send her back to school anyways because I have to go back to work and make money. I can say, oh, man, I can totally relate to that. Maybe we should chat later. Conversation. So have them be brave. Earn $5,000 for your family. Does anyone have any questions? You can tell that I can talk all day long, and I'm sorry about that. But any other questions? Yay, Laura loves it. I'm so excited. Come to conference, Laura, and you'll hear more. Amy's coming to conference too. I just know it. Andrea, Siobhan, Krista, Missy. Hi, Missy. Rhonda. I just gave the drive-through lady a mini today. Going to go back through tomorrow and see what she thought. Good. Follow up. That is the second thing. I didn't even talk about that today. So important. My brother is afraid to walk by you guys. That's all right. My husband is too. He's trapped. Rhonda, love the hat. All right, guys. Thank you so much for hopping on. This is going to be recorded, so you can share it with everyone that was not on today. And definitely do that. We post the link to our team pages, or you can ask for it. Look at Andrea's got Mickey and Minnie for us. Yay! We're all going to get our own Mickey and Minnies. So we're going to post the link. Listen to it again if you need some inspiration. Text us if you need some inspiration, and write down your goals and your who do you know list and get started, because we believe in you and you guys are going to do this. You're going to rock it out. All right. Talk to you soon.
Thanks, Rachel.
You're welcome.
Glad to see you ladies tonight.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, ladies. Great seeing you all.
Have a good